Hey everybody, it's Mike. Welcome back to the stream. Um, it's been a little while. We played Halo Reach last time. We are back today to play some Disco Elysium. Um, let's see, what happened previously on Disco Elysium? We tried to get the body out of the tree, and I thought outsmarted the game. Outsmarted the game. I thought we had come up with a good idea of trying to shoot it down. Kim missed, and then I tried to shoot, and I shot the body. Failed spectacularly. So then we had to go ask the Evrart, the leader of the Union, to help us get the body down. And I think that's where we stopped. We're pretty close to the end of day 2. I've already paid for my room for the night, so we don't have to worry about that. But we will have to worry about that come tomorrow. We'll probably have some trouble paying for our bill. I'll have to maybe go to the pawn shop and try to sell some more stuff. We have several open cases or open journal tasks here to work on. We're probably just go ahead and start the get the body down quest. I'm going to try to find the armor pieces. I don't know how realistic that is, because this one, I learned last time, that it kind of gives you this little hint, that was the first time I had noticed that. Gives you this little hint to try to help you. So we'll get the body down, and we'll finish the autopsy, and then we'll try to sneak out in the middle of the night to try to get the boots. But we could essentially fail that immediately. So we'll see. But that'll be our goal, is to try to get these boots, because who doesn't want like a cool set of armor? And obviously, armor is useful. It could help us if we get shot. So we'll also need to go into the apartment tenements, and see if we can figure out who that guy was on the balcony. And we could also easily do run the number on the guy's armor. There's some stuff we can just start off with, like, right immediately. I haven't really read through all of these, but those are some quick ones that we can do real fast to get started. So let's go ahead and we're right here, if I'm not mistaken, right at the guy who's supposed to help us. So let's just jump in. I think it's him. Alright.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
That's probably fair.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. Say nothing, size him up first. What do you mean? My body betrays my degeneracy. My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police, and I have police business with you. Let's size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Wow, the guy's pretty built.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this axial pinnacle. Be calm and sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
That seems like a fair assessment. I don't feel like a threat to this guy. Puff out your chest, still say nothing. What do you mean? My body betrays my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. I'm with the police. Yeah, I don't really want to get in like a body off with this guy. We are the police.
That is precise the negligence that has led you to succumb to Unruly.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Unruly emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Al Ghul? I don't know what Al Ghul is. Smell your breath. Kim, is it really so bad? You're right, I'm an... Oh, Al Ghul, alcohol. Right, I'm an alcoholic now. I need you to cooperate. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little bit on the weekends. Kim, is it really that bad? It's not good. Perception, smell. It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned. Yeah, you're right. I'm an alcoholic. Now I need you to cooperate with me.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is wane.
Don't really... Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there? That racist over there. Point to the racist Lorman. You're just him after pumping some iron. I'm the police, and I need you to comply now. Race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please. Alright, I mean, the race stuff really doesn't play into this at the moment. I don't really feel like if I try to physically impose on this guy, it is not going to go well. So let's just not discuss it.
For help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
The situation... Okay, number one, you're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer. Two is the situation is serious. Your people have probably killed a man. Three, this is going nowhere. Well, yeah, they probably have. They definitely have killed a man.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
A great world war? That doesn't sound good at all.
Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art, and your microcephalic skull.
This guy was really just a grumpy person. Could internalize Measurehead's race theory, it would enrich you rhetorically. Doesn't that mean I have to become a supremacist myself? Well, yes. Why don't you want to be Simonist supremacist? So what if you're not Simonist? You can't be anything. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Well, I could do that, but I don't want to. Don't be such an asshole to your fellow dock workers. Show him the stolen ID card. I don't look like that guy. Everard told you to help us get the body down from the tree. Isn't Everard the union boss white? Know anything about this mug? Show him the mug. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? What are those tattoos supposed to mean? Oh, I just feel like the tattoos are just going to be bad news. It's an Everard white. Don't be vulgar. White or nothing. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. turns his eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life? You keep telling yourself that. I'm sorry, of course, I understand now. Deeper. How do you factor that into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, something your race, naivistic communist never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism is my jam. My jam is mysterious. Mysterious thing. Enough of this. Enough of this. Looks towards the harbor. Blah blah blah. I don't really want to show him the mug. What do the tattoos mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorrymen down on the street. Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at redhead woman visiting the frit nearby. You must think redheads are immigrants. I'm not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Interesting. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks. In the phylogenetic tree, his large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller. Are you sure? I mean, that jaw clearly is an atavistic stigmata. Earlobes are too big. Sure, I'm not craniometrically superior to you. You're right, craniometric perfection, my race does not stand a chance. Yeah, let's ask him about his jaw. That atavistic stigmata makes... oh my gosh. Tattoos on his stone face briefly form a smile, but I got this. Why you're not with the Hardy Boys? I'm not the first line of defense, I'm the last. He looks towards the coast defiantly. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He's usually more himself. But you're all part of the union. There's more to it. What have you got against them? Fine, they have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Oh, this must be the 8th person. Or 7th person. The one that we didn't find. Who do you mean? Find out for yourself. Andromorphic blob. Interesting. Lieutenant takes a quick note. Alright, let's talk about the truth. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands. You're so noble. There's a but. But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. He turns to Lieutenant. Both of you. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? Okay, then. Wait here while Messhead goes. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with compromise. Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition for my heroic haplogroup. Alright. Okay then. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time. Probably did not end well for me. Hopefully he comes back soon. Measurehead's babe. The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. She turns to you. So you guys are like cops or something? Yeah, we're the law around here. Apparently so. We're just trying to keep things from going to shit. We're just trying to keep things from going to shit. Have you ever thought that that maybe things should go to shit? The woman twirls her hair. I'm Katja, by the way. You hear that? The lieutenant looks towards the yard. That sounds like he's breaking something. Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it. I also wish I could see it. I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body. I also wish I could see it. Scab leader, look at you, RCM rent-a-cops. A loud voice booms in from below, guarding that bridge like Everard's lapdogs. Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale. And who are you? The lieutenant fires back. What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you? I like that he's calling that out. Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. Corrupt every opportunity I get. That's none of your business. I'll work with whoever I want. It's none of your business. It's kind of a weird shot for Kim to take. Perception hearing. A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Scab leader, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth peering around the corner, approaching him, walking past him. Alright, he's back. Thank you. Corpse has been removed from the tree. He brushes wooden flakes off his hands. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with a race victory today. There's been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order. Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead. No side choosing. Did what we had to do to keep order. Good enough. He nods slowly, and what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see. Be such an asshole. No anything. No. I feel like the mug doesn't... It's just going to laugh at it. Do you know anything about the mug? Does not so much as glance at the object. Put this in the trash lately? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. He had nothing to do with it. Well, at least I know that. Alright, let's go. Let's go finish the autopsy. Go to a yard to see what Measurehead has accomplished. Or if you like push the whole tree down or something. Alright, to the body. Oh, well that looks less than useful. Kuno, you okay, kid? Kuno's little shit show. Ah, he seems upset.
You missed it at show before. A gift came by, completely fucked a tree to pieces.
He seems fun.
He fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It
Oh
was cool.
god, if you want to shut it down, you need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words. Alright, so it says I have to use Kuno words. But you don't know. Wish I could have been there. Well, if I'm going to use Kuno words, then I... Alright, fine. Stop choking Kuno. Hey! Choked you out there. Serves you right for using reaction. Alright, simmer down. I think we choked you out there. Now you want a normal conversation. Yes, Kuno wants a normal conversation. He even sounds a little plaintive. Ask normal shit, please. Talk about your shack again. We've already talked about all this. Alright. Put you in your place, kid. Let's look at the body. Corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pine wood branch that's generally laid on the side. Well, it's down. Kim. Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. The lieutenant nods approvingly. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for field autopsy. A field autopsy. Yes, he covers his nose and lists 1 investigation of the scene, 2 initial examinations of the victim, 3 field autopsy. 4 transportation of the body to the morgue. We're on number 3. The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual. Cops are gonna cut his shit up. Oh my gosh. Don't we have someone else for this? Don't we have someone else to... Got it. Lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. First, what exactly is a field autopsy? Tell me something, Deadman. Try to remove the dead man's boots. Field autopsy. Okay. Come on, officer. He pulls on a pair of latex gloves. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done hundreds of them. What you do know is at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano Corpus Mundi is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single Et Puis du Song to crack the top 20 was the death knell for disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea. Why don't you know what use? Why don't you know what use are you? Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there. Yeah, let's do it. There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. He nods approvingly. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in a limited capacity. Alright. I'll ask you when I need you to... I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes. Well, just fill this in, right? Show him your red field autopsy form in your ledger. That's right. Yeah, we got this. We're smart. Alright. Should I do tell me something, dead man? Let's open it to the field autopsy form. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out before it begins. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with begin. One assistant. Let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary. Let's pause. Oh, we got to start at the top. We got to do the paperwork correctly, right? I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that paperwork is important. So we will do the paperwork correctly. Alright, begin. Assistant, that's you. Right, Harry Dubois. The hanged man. The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. The next box says 2. Coroner's case number. Kim says KK57-0803.0815. KK equals Kim Kutsuragi, 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date, 0803, and time of arrival, 8:15 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials. Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene first. For you. Sure. Just ask. And what would that make the alphanumeric? Oh, I mean, we could figure that out, right? It'd be... Haven't we figured out all that information? I guess we don't know what day. I have no idea. Kim says... KK. So that changes things. It was originally 0803. Now it's 0503. It's still KK. Anyway. Next. Name. NA. Next. Date of birth. NA. Age. The man corrects his glasses. Roughly 50. Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the younger side. I'm going to write it's a success. I'm going to write approximately 42. He nods. Race. Mondial. Subgroup Occidental as per your observation. Write it down. The pudgy mess looks neither Mondial or Occidental. It doesn't even look human. The next line says, as you read it, you think that leaves out dark-haired Mesk Sal. Lighter skinned Occidental means this man could be Vespertine, Ornages, Messinian. Those three are on the table. Solid guess, Mr. Racial Profiler. Sex. Haha. That's funny. Male. Right, male. Nor does he look male with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. Date of death. Still going with March 4th of 51. Okay. What else? He looks over your shoulder. 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case. KK 0503 0815. Listens, motionless. With the cargo belt still around his neck, only one box remains. Evidence of treatment. None. At least not after the initial examination. What exactly is treatment anyway? I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? Let's ask what that means. Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. Oh yeah, we definitely have some of that. I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dock workers. Places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from the pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then we should start the post-mortem. But that's not right. We shot him. Well, that's not cool. Huh. Alright. External examination summary. Clothes, he begins. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. That makes the briefs... The make of the briefs is Babardine, I think. Let's see. He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label. Babardine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M, color white. Disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid. Write it down. Kim, the rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing. It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire, if you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to. You have deserved them more than anyone else. And am I going to get them? Omit the boots. Write it down. Well, now I feel bad. I want the boots, but I feel like I should do the paperwork correctly. When am I going to get them? And am I going to get them? Omit the boots, write it down. When am I going to get them? Let's just ask the question. Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity after the lieutenant has gone to sleep. Hope this helped you. Yay. Alright, let's omit the boots. Boots has a serial number. He twists the dead man's foot. Blah, blah, blah. We already know that. Lines between the plates are in the shape of alphanumeric. Number is purposely concealed by the design. Tattoos. He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case file as a document. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigot Mini. Write it down. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot, color yellow, length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Write it down. He produces a measuring tape, well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters, generally consistent with age 42, preservation is good, ambient temperature below freezing. Write it down. Body hair is light brown, distribution is consistent with age. He kneels in to get a better look. The deceased had male pattern baldness, hair is combed back short. Touch the hair before moving on. Write it down, short, light brown, male pattern baldness. Well, I mean, should we touch it? He said he would ask me for help. We're getting an option here. Let's try it. The hair under your latex fingers feels cold to the touch. Alright, well that's weird. I'm not going to stroke his hair. Alright, yeah, write it down. Avidity is consistent with hanging, albeit faint, as noted. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with the stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity. Low velocity, the kid explodes, you'd think. Oh, gosh. The lieutenant pays no heed. In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, chest, consistent with predation. Write down, but amend for high velocity. That's funny. Write it down. Look at your mark. Lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. Steel wiring, he concedes, breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. Oh yes, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. Good thing we've got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber gripped cutters. Yes. Always good to think ahead. Now, he points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck. We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below, carefully, with as much precision as you can. Oh dear. I don't like this. No, he ain't. For a good spot to cut. Look for a good spot to cut. Belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of the neck, swelling over the edge. White bread. Ugh. Rising from yeast. Interfacing gave instructions. Oh, interface. Oh, good. That's my... I have that. The knot is the weak spot. Chain cutters fit in there steady. Now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose. Alright, let's try it. Please don't fail, please don't fail. Oh my god. I had a... Jam the cutters right under the knot. Seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold in. Dang it! Alright, buried in the man's... Yeah. Lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as as you summon power words to your aid. Cut some. Should have a go before I think I have a strategy. I was just about to cut it off. No, give the back. I was just about to cut it off. Let him work. Sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts with his elbows to his knees for precision. Snap, the knot is slashed. Another cut. Belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck. Dang it. Ah! Felt like we had done so good! Here, he hands you the chain cutters back, and then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap. Rope raises to a point, he says, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 to 1.5 meters. Down. Chest is intact. He presses down on it. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia. He pulls down the man's underpants. Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of energy. Write it down and move on. Back is symmetrical and intact. He struggles to turn the corpse on his side. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty. The scarring is extensive, way more than a law official's. Kim, he nods. We have a real museum here of battles, wars. Write it down. Last item, hands. He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves to the other hand. Pick up the hand. Let the lieutenant work alone. Let's pick up the hand. The hand feels heavy, filled with decay liquids, like it's ready to explode if squeezed hard enough. You're suddenly repulsed so much you feel compelled to drop it. Hands are clean, the lieutenant says as 5 cold sausage-like fingers slip from your hand, no sign of injury from struggling. Were you expecting any? I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Write it down. Ooh, he turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in his sleeve of his jacket. You hear a muffled voice. That's all for the external. Well done. What's next? Internal examination. What is tell me something dead, man? Let's look at that one. Ah, this is... already done that. Internal examination. Central nervous system, he says, and then concludes abruptly. I have nothing. Do you have anything on the man's central nervous system? Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it, a moral to this story. I may add, the moral of this story... What would that be? He looks at you inquisitively. The dead man looks too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story. The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply. Lieutenant grins. I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer. I'll write down N.A. Good. Musculoskeletal purge fluid is coming from the mouth. He gets close to the mouth hole, eyes squinting from the stench. Not injury related, eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone, let's see. With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks in the lieutenant's as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night. The hyoid bone is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact, unremarkable. Write it down. Kim. Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. Respiratory system. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucus of the lips and mouth. Look inside the dead man's mouth. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly, sweet air unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again straight Look deeper inside. It's hard. Once more, you taste the stomach acid in the back of your throat. Contraction of your throat pumps a little something from your stomach into your mouth. You're forced to swallow just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness, just a mess of meat and darkness. Fair enough. Lieutenant lets go of the jaws. The mouth snaps before you, hemorrhaging present mucus. He repeats impatiently. Write it down. He wipes his brow. Hepatobiliary. NA. Why don't we have anything? He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Hepto, meaning liver, biliary, the gallbladder, and the bile ducts. Am I an expert in those things? Nothing in your alcohol-soaked memory directs to having forensic expertise on either one. I don't think so. Neither am I. And that's it. Write in A. That's it. That's it. Write in A. Same for toxicology and serology. In A. Both, unless you have untapped reserves of knowledge there. Reservoirs. No, but they do take obscure trivia and odd tidbits. Obscure trivia and odd tidbits. No. Completionist MB wonders if there's something we could still do. Like a toxicology screening, he looks at the monster. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request. Write NA and add toxicology request. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with a hanging. Write it down. Gastrointestinal. He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground. The pool of feces there. This will do. Then he touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly and says, digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. Write it down, omit the voila. Write it down, keep the voila. We're going to omit the voila. I don't want to make Kim look stupid. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Let's see. He tilts his head. We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and ligature mark encircling the neck. We'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. Be thorough if you want maximum results. What about the injuries we have inflicted? Oh, he looks incredulous. So we inflicted them? This is a team effort. Okay, I have inflicted. Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from Kajil A990 muzzle loader lodged in his lung, and an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. There's a pause. I wouldn't mention those. Better not to muddy the waters. Isn't that sloppy? I agree, the waters are muddy enough. Keep it minimal. So back to the injuries. At the waters moderate. Oh, well, it's odd that Kim doesn't want them to be mentioned. Isn't that sloppy? I agree, the waters are muddy enough. Keep it minimal. So back to the injuries. Alright, sure. Injuries, he nodded. What's the 4th injury field for? Nothing, just in case. Alright, bite marks. He nods. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. Write it down. Your opinion officer. Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion fatal, non-fatal, post-mortem. Non-fatal, post-mortem. Agreed. Next injury. Contusions. So, the scalp bleeds from post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem. At maximum velocity. Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity. Write it down. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes. Opinion fatal, injury, opinion non-fatal, post-mortem. Right, next. Ligature mark. Dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. Hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck. Write it down. Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, waiting for your judgment. A ring is around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time, don't rush. It's interesting that there was no I see hemorrhaging on the skin. There's no signs of clawing on the neck. Like, he's not trying to get this thing off. So I don't think it was fatal. Non-fatal post-mortem. The lieutenant falls silently abrupt. A column of cold air encircles you, rising slowly upward. Shape of courtyard bordered by cracked plaster windows, seagulls perched on air conditioning units. A small green enclosure in the middle of a coral of tenements. Cape side apartments swirling in rags, the fortress wall of the Terminal B above it all, a thin blanket of coastal stratus clouds. Higher yet, coalition airships guard over the 21 cordons of the zone of control. The air is criss-crossed with radio transmission. Crisscrossed. Ugh. The air is crisscrossed with radio transmissions. The hair on your neck rises. Rub your sides and close your eyes. Let's do that. Why do you say that? He tilts his head. I'm serious, I don't think the injury that killed him. Okay, why don't you think it was fatal? Arrived at the conclusion through psychic arts. I don't think the coloration, the lividity didn't convince me. Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows. True. Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrists. That part got blurry for me. The stench, he covered his mouth. But you're right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being. Boom! Produced a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce the field autopsy over. First, how did it go? It was, he looks for the right words, an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy, but personally I do not see this as a parameter for success. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks. If we're lucky, I would not hold my breath. Then, given the state of decay here, I consider establishing the victim's ethnicity a minor success. What else? What else? We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. What now? I need a copy of the autopsy form, then I will drive him to Fabrock about a copy of the autopsy pages. For processing, he looks at the dead man once more time, then at the slip. Looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hands, then at the corpse again. You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something. Try to remove the dead man's boots. Let's bag him, take him away. Let the lieutenant take the body away without further examination. Oh man, it'd be cool to hit this. Didn't establish probable cause. Stop wasting time. You're smart. Try to remove the boots. What happens if I try to remove the boots? Is there anything here that I haven't missed? That I've talked to him about all that stuff. What happens if I try to remove the boots? Thought we decided to leave it to processing. The lieutenant shakes his head. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus. Damn it! This is turning into some kind of mega puzzle. Okay, so you can sneak out of your room, maybe after he's gone to sleep. Okay. Let's see. Let's hope this hits. Ah, wow, 1-1. That's not good. You run your hands over your victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso. I would have failed no matter what. Swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. Look at his pants skin. Looks under his fingernails. Kim already did. His fingernails have turned dark. They have chipped and quite long. There was dirt under them, that's all. Do you think we missed something? Yes, there's something we're not seeing. Okay, well, we're in livor mortis here. He's disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination. Need to do it fast. Can't he just hang out here for a while? Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body? Oh, I know! A wide smile appears on his face. Wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below the building? He points towards the commercial area. Why, yes, there was. An absolutely colossal fridge, still plugged in, literally in the shape of an ice bear. So there's this ice bear-shaped refrigerator. Why, yes, there was. Now, Detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over there. He closes his notebook and cracks his neck. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we're looking for, the deceased will become harder to find. Alright, yeah, let's go look at this ice bear fridge again. Oh, I should level up stuff. Let's see, we've got send victim's body to processing. Once you're done with it, send the corpse to processing. Lieutenant Kashogli will take care of it. Check twice to see whether you're done with it. All corpse-related tasks. After you've sent the body away, you can take it back. Can't take it back. Fridge the victim's body. Need to buy yourself some more time to find whatever you're missing in the corpse. A fridge would allow you to preserve the body longer. Ask the whirling. Yeah, we already figured that out. Check out the fridge in the commercial building. Got it. Backyard wall. Conceptualization. Oh, that's new. That's opened back up. So maybe I can knock that out. Right. Oh, wait, there was done. It's also, what did we finish? Getting the body down. I think that's what it was. And then we've got 2 skill points. I did read some stuff in between the streams, and Volition governs your morale, which I'm always kind of taking hits on. So I want to put 1 in that, so I have 2. And I read through a lot of what they do, and I really like logic. I had a list. What was it? So composure, I liked. Interfacing, which already paid, well, kind of paid off. Perception was cool. Visual calculus was cool. Logic, and then Esprit de Corps. I read about this one, and it actually it like gives you knowledge about what's going on in the world. Very heart of police force, not only willing to be able, it's very spirit of policing, Copgeist, enables you to understand your blue-souled sisters and brothers, not only by picking up subtle signals from your partners, by witnessing flash sideways scenes as they play out in your precinct. That's neat. That's pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead, and that'll be like the only 2 we can put in, these 2, and then we'll focus on leveling up our other things: composure, interfacing, perception, logic, visual calculus. That's probably where we put the rest of our points, unless for some reason that doesn't work very well for us. Cool. Let's go look at this ice bear. This is... oh, something else must have... a volition check with Kim, and I don't remember what that was. That's interesting that this shows you these. At least you can go back and test again. Just have to go find them. Alright. In we go. I need to go get my dice. But I don't have the money to pay for it. That's the problem. I need to find more money. I think I unplugged the fridge. Are they both plugged in? Unplug, unplug. No. Looks like they're both plugged in still, so it's good. Oh, I might need... I don't know if I need that flashlight. We're probably okay. Ice Bear Fridge. The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly. So what do you think of this fridge, Kim? It looks big enough for 2 corpses. It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious. And cold enough, too. Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the Ice Bear Fridge. Shall we go get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage. Okay, let's do it. Body's heavier than you expected, and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it in the fridge. Lieutenant takes a step back and takes a step back to admire your handiwork. Beautiful, he says, wiping his hands in his handkerchief. A dead body in an Ice Bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. You have created an Ice Bear sarcophagus. Really, you think it's good work? I'm not sure I believe you. Behold, we have created an Ice Bear sarcophagus. He nods gravely. Talk of the Ice Bear sarcophagus must not leave this room. That's funny. I like Kim. I think this is a glorious achievement and people need to hear about it. We did our best with the means at our disposal. Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge. This isn't police work, Kim. It's art. We're artists. This is our vision. We did the best. Yes, we did the best with the means at our disposal. Did we, though? He sighs. Okay, maybe we did. Did we? At least we stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances. Inside the icy realm of the bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting. Tell me something. Perception. Refrigerated the body. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I can close the door. So I can do this and then hopefully still come back and get the boots. Didn't establish probable cause. Refrigerate the body. Let's do it. Good thing I leveled up my morale. Dang it. You touched the... I should have put something in perception. Now I have to level this up to come back. Touch the dead man's... Is that a white roll? Failed. Ah, I was 1 off. Rolled a 2 and a 3. Touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin. What to even do with him. Lieutenant rugs his side for warmth. It'll come sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and level up perception. Dang it. Alright, let's close the door. I don't know how close I am to leveling up, actually. I'm not that far off, but less than half. Well, maybe like right at half. Unlockable, 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 so I don't have anything here I can do. Alright. Cool. It's 21:03. I think it's... Isn't that usually when we go to bed? I have to try to come get those boots. Alright. Let's see if we can do that volition check with Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. I want to talk about you. Like other people around here. Tell me a secret about yourself. I don't remember what the check was. Your brain sends signal to your lips. They refuse Something is paralyzing them. Ah, it's happening to me. Something the matter? What's going on? It's like your puppet in his hands. I don't remember what that check was. Does it say? Doesn't. It just says these are found white checks. Those in white are available to try. Huh. Mirror. Sleeping dock worker. Apple Maw. I don't remember where that was. It was in the bookstore, maybe? The door. I don't even know where that pile of clothes. I don't even know what that was. Knick-snack stand. Perception legendary. Oh, I should level up my perception. Is that what is failed? Oh, that's the legendary. Yeah, that's the one I need. That's the eye spare for just the body, isn't it? Yeah. I don't remember what this was with Kim. What was it? Wearing glasses, that's correct. Just observing. Other people around here, what's... Huh. Do you ever talk with yourself? The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. I get it. You're one of those old school, so you're saying your brain never just... old school detectives. So how do you, you know, tap the side of your head? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. That's funny. Huh, I don't really know. Can't remember anything. Where was this check? Afraid this medical situation. Move on. What's wrong with personal affairs? Fine, let it be. Okay, forget it. Tell me about the case again. You want to know? Can we go over the preliminary info? Now that we've inspected the scene, I want you to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned. Sure, let's try that. What's there to say? Kind of stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor, yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to it's a natural conclusion. Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district. It's in other words, I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th. I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But he leans in. I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest. With 102 cases solved, what I am is least interested in a pissing competition. So he's volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. Encyclopedia. Somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are two columns. One says cases solved, the other says confirmed kills. Close your eyes. The rows are endless. Look for precinct 41. Jean Vicomar, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness. So you volunteered to spoil it. Yes, I am an Repentant spoil sport. The lieutenant appears pleased with this. For some reason, I thought you had 104. For some reason, I thought you had 104 solved cases. What did he say? Hmm. 102. Well, technically, the lieutenant says, somewhat sheepishly, the official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicides. Common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats, so you're still a good cop, right? Let's be honest, 1 and 2 is pathetic, very small number. So you're still a good cop, right? I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene into a circus. What is special about Martinez? Martinez, nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drainpipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of all, our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange, it doesn't exist. Oh, that's kind of sad. Shivers. A tremble comes across you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps, feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze. Somewhere far away, below the turbine, the 41st and 57th, the lieutenant was right. That's not about who gets what's north, it's about who doesn't. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. It's all part of the master plan, you see. I am a highly experimental cop, but if I am right, this is outre even by my standards. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way. I must be an augury and apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. Probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I sent unspecified. The silence carries. Okay, enough of the competition and tell me something else. Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. Is that done? Da-da-da. Wish it showed you which ones just got finished. Because that would have been Monday, right? Find the day, interview. Oh, scrolls down. There it is, yeah. The pissing competition. Cool. Done. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Logic formidable. Sorry, cop. Sylvie suicide jokes? Roy mentioned suicide? I don't know who Sylvie and Roy are. Anybody, do you all remember who Sylvie and Roy is? Yeah, let's check it. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57. Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. Kim, what if my precinct sent me to this case because I'm a fuck-up, like, as a joke? I've considered it. His voice is somber. So it's true. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely. Why is that? I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station, and all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez. I think yes, both stations would prefer a win. Ha! So you are their finest. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. Aw, well that's nice. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they are in for a surprise. Seem to be following me. Excuse me? What if I want to work this case alone? Beat it. Nothing, just an observation. You have a, he looks for the right words, distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. What do you mean distinctive? I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. How's that? They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet though prioritizes containers. Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They are interesting. You're kidding me. Why containers? I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on. That's funny. Huh. Cargo container door. Why is that available now? Rhetoric. What is my rhetoric? I thought I leveled that up. Yeah, I got 1 in rhetoric. Let's go run that number. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. It's enough fun for the foldable headlights. No, they're mesmerizing. They're also fragile. Let's pick up the radio. Please connect me to 41. Please connect me to Sylvie. Oh, that was her. Could you run a serial number for a pair of armored boots for me? Sure, officer. What's the number and the make of the armor? Alright. We got it. Got it. I'll contact ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then. The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an intersolary law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the Orlatern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government. Do I need to... Alright. Done with the radio for now. Good. Close the door. Is there anything else? Wish I could figure out that check. Smoker on the balcony. I don't really want to go in there because that's going to be a while. Joyce's info on... There's something she wants to tell you. You have to present her with your badge to hear it. Oh, yeah. Could go back to talk to her. Prove authority to Titus. Send victim's body to processing. Getting the hangman's boots. The victim's tattoos. We have a photo of the hangman's tattoos. Maybe someone can decipher them. Ask of Brown about the tattoos' possible meaning. Now, do I have to have that, like, equipped? Clothes. What is... Ultra half-light? What is my... Gives me... Oh, +1 shivers. Oh, nice. It gives me, like, the same thing. It's just, like, bonus. Orange bum hat. I don't want -1 rhetoric. Chemistry. Interfacing. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, so how do I use the interact button in the inventory to inspect? So yeah, like I can't hold this. Are you? This still kind of looks like a map of the stars, the night sky, but something's not right. Someone who knows about history could tell you. Who do I know that knows about history? I thought I tried to take it to... the, like, old... Neat office shades has a minus... What am I getting from that? It's got a minus to trauma. Oh, but it does give me +1 to visual calculus. That's nice. Who do I know that knows stuff about history? have to sell some stuff tomorrow, that's for sure. Just to be able to pay my bill. Scribble between the thighs of a page. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. Is there anything I'm missing? I have no money. How close am I to leveling up? Getting there. 60 now. Let's go to that cargo container. I mean, it said that that check was available again. Containers contain things. I really do like the art style. It's pretty cool. Equip a pry bar. That's what I've done. I don't think I've leveled up this thing again. There was something in here. Oh no, I have just leveled up Volition. Volition Thought Focusing. Browse through the folders. Browse them. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Ah. Well, I think I'm locked until I get something else that levels up my Volition. That's unfortunate. Just failing a lot of rolls today. Ah, it just said something about sleep. To go and sleep. I think it said 2100. Alright, let's go try this thing again. Let's see. It says it was a rhetoric check and it was available. There's got to be something in here, right? Persuade the door to open. Erratic yet thorough. Been in the world for 2 days. Bam! I actually worked! Despite the dirt that surrounds the trails. Despite the dirt that surrounds and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. Hello, is there anybody in there? The door stands silent. Satisfied, detective? A wry smile comes across the lieutenant's face. Try again. If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you. Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle. Some mechanism unlocks itself inside the door. Mega rich, light bending guy. From deep within the container, a voice. Ahoy, come in. The smile disappears. You can't be serious. Nice. I'll take it. Holy crap, what is happening? What is happening? Alright, Mega Rich Light Bending Guy. Mega Rich Light Bending Guy. The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. Physical instrument. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review. Squint. Cover your eyes. Let's squint. Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Oh wow, I just failed a visual calculus. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard. Whoa. In general stillness, only for your tongue. In the, Mega Rich Light Bending Guy. In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter. Hello. I'm gonna say whoa. Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today. Perception, hearing. You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It's very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him. Mega rich light bending guy. Now, he claps his hands together. What can I do for you, gentlemen? What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you? Mega rich light bending guy. Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. There's genuine surprise in his voice. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anywho, my name is Rutsam Diodor, investor, license holder, an extremely high net worth individual. And you are? Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kutaragi of RCM, and this is my partner. My name is Harry. I'm a detective. My name is Harry. I'm an alcoholic. My name is Harry. I'm an alcoholic detective. I'm a detective. Pleasure to meet you, Harry, he says warmly. Public service is a noble cause. How did you become so rich? The man chuckles. To be perfectly blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Grad. All I did was to take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy. Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that, but alright. What is it like being an extremely high net worth individual? Cool, but I want to ask you something else. What is it like? The man exhales with a whistle. I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified, and I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all of the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. You're right, capital accumulation is its own reward. Don't you think that you should use your great wealth for glory of your fatherland? You're a thief. People out there are working their asses off while you chill here. It's great that you've done so well for yourself, but don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society? Cool, I don't even have any interest. I don't have any interesting replies. It's great that you've done so well for yourself, but don't you owe some of that to society? Sure. And they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht? I bet it takes thousands. Dozens, at least. Of course, in the future, it'll be automated. But my point is, he says, jabbing his finger in the air a bit, every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him. Man, being a high net worth individual sounds great. It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree, he nods. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually. Hey, perception sight. Hey, all this talk about money, he made you lose the thread. What's going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask about. Something strange about you. What do you mean? His essence seems to signify actual surprise. Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different. Are you talking about my chin? No, I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light. Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weissman coefficient. The Weissman coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1 or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth among that group of individuals. It's been observed that when the Weissman coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual. That's funny. So what is our coefficient? Are you telling me that you are so rich that light literally bends around your face? Among other things, but calm down. I am but a lowly single-digit billionaire. Really? Oh, no, not really. There's actually quite many digits. Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff? I see nothing of the sort, to be frank. All I see is a gentleman who's unusually well-dressed for Martinez in a cargo container, which I admit is odd. Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you, my container. Also, Kim has his finances in check. Me. Finances not in check. That makes a lot of sense. What are you doing in this container? Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me ask you a question. Where are we exactly? Encyclopedia. Challenging. Oh, success. Challenging success. In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surisne, a precursor of modern Sur-la-Clef, used to own the city of Revachol. An obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping. We're in Revachol, formerly a colony of the kingdom of Surisne. We're in Martinaise, a district of Revachol, the former capital of the world. We're in Martinaise. That's a pretty good hostel here called the Whirling in Rags. We're in Martinaise. There's a creepy abandoned commercial area here. So wait, so I just, let's drop that knowledge. Ah, my fellow history buff. I myself am currently reading up on Franco-Nigerian era terrains. Very interesting stuff. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money it can't make a difference to you, so you travel from place to place in a shipping container. Smart, no, it also provides a means to hide from all of the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. Luxury yachts, high-fidelity portable radio systems, pale roof outerwear. Oh, pale proof outer? I wonder what that means. And so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while, a bit bourgeois. Ah, so you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle. Those things all sound pretty nice. Yawn, that does sound pretty tiresome. Just saying being rich isn't worth the hassle. What? No, I didn't say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. The bending light appears to wink. You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money? I don't see how it's appropriate for a representative of the law to ask a wealthy person for money. This shines a bad light on the RCM if you catch my meaning. Come now. There is not even a scent of corruption here. I'm merely being polite, so let me check my pockets. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Hey, $3, I'll take it. Here's 3 real. How much can you get for this? It gets me almost nothing. Thank you for your kindness. Are you sure you don't have any more? Oh, yeah, thank you for your kindness. You're welcome, you know. His eyes narrow, the light seems to bend more aggressively. Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound? Godly. Present a sound investment plan. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. I am going to hold off on that until I level up my conceptualization. I guess I have a new investment for my my points here. Since I need to conceptualize a godly check or stack a bunch of stuff. I don't think I have equipment that can give me that. Huh. Should get back to our investigation. Thanks for your time. Thanks for stopping by. If you ever have an idea you want to pitch me, I'm all ears. That's pretty neat. Pretty cool. Probably should head back to the Whirling in Rags. Am I close to leveling up? 70 points. Is there any other checks that need to be checked? The numbers on the victim's armor, already doing that. Smoker on the balcony. Don't have money for that. Found the traffic hooligan. A half insane joyriders jumped over the canal. See if you can find evidence of his reckless activity in the west. I haven't even got over there yet. It's unclear. Maybe you'll just stumble across it down the line. Miracles happen. We still know. Keep searching for the collar despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Who else has unauthorized access to the Whirling Rags? Trash. May take a while. Find this person. Okay. I have a check with her. Let's go, I wish I'm assuming, like, I could just sell these items. Tenant's handkerchief. Take bell. Can't use that. I don't think I can, got 2 postcards I can sell. Don't want to sell the pen. Ooh, I can sell that. Dock workers thing is worth some money. Man, coming up with 20 coin is going to be tough. That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. Just hitting that, like, impossible check. It's pretty neat. Yeah, so that's what happened. I was talking to him about the containers, and it reopened that white check. I think that's what the tooltip was right there. So... what to do now? I know there's a couple checks that open back up. Like that art wall thing. We could go check it out. See if we can, like, conceptualize whatever that person is going to do. I think it's over here. Where's that map wall? Is it in here? Might not be able to open it because it's late. Yeah, seems closed. Alright, we should probably should go to the Whirling in Rags. I think that's right here, right? I believe that is the case. +2 in the dimming lights, some things become clear. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Oh, cool. So it's like at night, at the dimming light, you get a better idea. What was it I was supposed to be leveling up? Okay, cool. I can take a roll at this and then come back. Failure. Just an ordinary wall. I'm gonna put some stuff in conceptualization. Anything else out here? What's that? I wonder if that's like the secret way into the Whirling in Rags. Just need a key. Don't want to go in there yet because probably should wait till tomorrow. Seems late. Anything else? Ooh, what is... Ooh, that's a container. Let's see what's in there. Suggestion, signal blue. Cool. Yeah, I'll take it. I could go talk to Joyce about the drug running thing, but I'd rather just find my badge. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll go tomorrow. Alright, let's go back to the Whirling in Rags. And then try to get out and get the boots. I was really hoping to level up so that I could try another attempt at figuring out what's up with that body. That's not nice. I really don't know what that volition check is with Kim. But it says I have it, but it doesn't tell me it's here. Got a sleeping dock worker, the mirror. Is it the same mirror? Barbell's over there. Map wall. Trash container, physical instrument. Could go hit up some of these. Conceptualization check, that's funny. Where is that volition check? Where is Kim's? Oh no, it says it's locked. Maybe it's weird. I thought it was unlocked. Maybe it's like the wrong time of day or something? I don't know. Alright, let's go. To the Whirling in Rags we go. See container? I just did that. Now the last time I was in here, it just like dropped big time frame rates, but it looks like it's okay now. Ooh, that looks like some change. Can I retry this check yet? Perception, very low. I'd have to roll a double 6. Let's try it. Ooh. Fairly close. Fairly close. Big scheme of things, that was pretty close. I'll take that change. Let's touch the door. Cobalt blue surface. Feels rough to touch. The stainless steel is door flush with its frame. I don't think it's supposed to be stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40-50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. Alright, so that means it's that interesting. That's cool. Art. Is there anything else here? Kind of looks like... I thought that was Sylvie there for a second. Dun, 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 dun. Anything up here? I wonder if that girl's back. Knock. No, she's just never here, huh? Interesting. What's that? Huh. Alright, well. Alright, Kim. Ready to call it a night?
Yes?
Nothing? Alright. In we go. See you in the morning. Adios.
Yes?
Bye. Boom. Alright, we are free. Let's check. What is that right there? I don't remember seeing that. Huh. Maybe that's like a... can get into Kim's door that way. Mirror hangs in the bathroom. In it, your face adorned with the expression. Encyclopedia, dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Pretty good. Pretty low. Pretty low. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet, stop the stream of fogging up the mirror. Oh, well, that's tool is not in hand. Oh, well, I can fix that. Let's do this. Let's put the tool in our hand, because we can actually do that. Boom. What are we getting from the... and then Empire Authority? Authority's bad anyway. Alright, yeah, let's use that. Boom. Success! The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist the parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains its recognizable shape. The steam stops. Cool. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. Alright, let's do... steam, still very low. Let's do this one. Encyclopedia. Success. It belongs in the new. It belongs in the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of revolution that for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate uncontested way of life for our species. Okay. Things were good, it was smooth sailing, people made gold and champagne tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations for Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Le Mignon. If he doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air, no idea how to pronounce that. Somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit, then he made the expression. So I adopted it. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Mignon's regional mega hit, Don't Worry Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix because unlike Guillaume Le Mignon, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. That's funny. Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. How long ago was the new? There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression looking good on you or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. Does this have anything to do with ostentation orchestrations? Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. You're more like a disco rock. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. I guess that's it then. Doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want. Maybe some of the stardust will return. So white chick, you may retry it. Do chemistry impossible. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. Failed. It's too late. Like an image on a film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. That's funny. All right, cool. Look at that. All right, Kim's in bed. It's time to go get the boots. Actually, but first, I'm going to take a short break, and I will be right back. All right, back in it. Let's go get the boots. All right, go open this door. All right, here we go. Back him. Never know when we're gonna need boots. You know, armor could be very useful, especially if like we're gonna end up having to fight somebody or take a bullet. Nothing to see here, just moving by. You got anything? Can I talk to you?
I've got nothing to say to you.
Alright, fair enough.
Why are you wasting your time?
Adios. Someone who knows that the whole history thing. That's what's freaking me out. Like, I feel like I should know somebody who knows history. Oh, I can go talk to the dice lady. I have a shivers check on her, actually, that I remember. To click the orbs. Oh, they have surprises. Oh, interesting. Did I check that drawer? Nope. Insane mesh take top. I'll take it. I can sell that. Still gotta get in there. I haven't found a tool strong enough to do it yet. Alright. Boots. Let's not screw this up. Body's reluctant to let go of the boots as though they were the last bit of dignity. Whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you can catch pneumonia in this cold draft. Pull on the right boot. It's not completely useless. You are able to reveal more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. Pull on the left boot. Feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you are able to get the boot to move a certain centimeter or two. Interfacing, just relax. This is easy. This is happening. Adjust the seating position first. Try to twist the boot off one by one. Adjust the seating position. He's too heavy to move by yourself. A great mass of dead muscle with hoar frost covering his milky eyes. Try to twist the boot off one by one. Item gained! This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off with this nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh. Take stock of the damage. Not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with this until you have cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before the stink is incredible. Didn't the whirling have a kitchen? Nice. We got some boots. We got some boots. Boom, boom. These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. Hopefully you'll soon know more about them. Will I ever be able to wear them? Isn't there saying about walking in other men's boots? Will I ever be able to wear them? The size seems about right once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out. Isn't there a saying about walking in other men's shoes? You've seen too much to be that naive. Even if you don't remember it, you'll never know what it's like to be him. The shoes away. Okay. Dude, we got him. Boots acquired. Run the number, did that. Wash the boots in the kitchen. There's a kitchen. Let's go see if we can do that shivers check. So isn't my shivers leveled up? I've got like a little... Wait, I might not be able to because it's got a 6! Might not be able to because I haven't leveled it up. Don't remember the dice makers. Yeah, legendary, but it's... Even though they're buffed, they're not... I haven't put one in Shivers, so I can't do anything with it, unfortunately. And I do have enough to buy that die, though. That means I'd have to come up with 20 from scratch tomorrow. So we'll just wait. Let's get the 20 first. Unfortunately. Kim, sorry, buddy. What, is there anything else I want to know how you get up here. That lady's up there smoking. I don't know. Oh, forgot about WASD. Let's go talk to, It's getting dark. I haven't been in here in a while. Check this out and then go to bed. Oh. I think it's getting progressively darker. Maybe I should just go to bed. Can I just, like, pass out? Is that something that can happen? What's in here? It's yellow. Rack of secondhand uniforms. Wow, a very large red t-shirt with impressive print. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding towards you, giant sword in each hand. Circled by burning embers, behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Heimdall burning. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes seem familiar. Sniff the t-shirt. Smells like worn cotton. Little old sweat there. Worn cotton is a side of... Worn cotton was a side of flea market trash bin. That's funny. Sniffing is okay, says the shopkeep, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric. It's funny. Still with the man on the t-shirt. That's the man from Heimdall walking away as his village burns. Heimdall? I don't know. I'm guessing I'm supposed to know who this man from Heimdall is, but I lost my memory recently and need help remembering basic facts. Remind me, who is this guy? The man from... He's a hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Katla, mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. He left his native village of Heimdall after his son was kidnapped, having many exciting adventures and killing many enemies with his swords, but he lost his family in the process. Tragic stuff, really. How much you sell this t-shirt for? 2 real. That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt that's still pretty good shape. 10 usually cheap, isn't it? Couldn't you just give it to me for free then? It's pretty cheap, isn't it? It should belong to anyone who's ready to wear it. Could you just give it to me for free? Frowns. But why? Because I'm a broke cop with this that's into my name. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. I guess I can't really... So I'm a broke cop. I sympathize. I do. But this this is a for-profit enterprise. Oh, man. Physical instrument. +1 shivers. -2 authority. At least it tells me what I'm going to do with it. I don't think so. Let go of the t-shirt. Come to the pawn shop. Shelf of boomboxes. Shopkeep stereo. Approved machine. Could this device come in handy for police work? Police work means playing tapes. Sure, you can use it for that, or any other time you need to play a tape. Whoa, 12. Equip this to play tapes. Dang, I must like really come into some money at some point. Shirts in working order, absolutely. Tested each one myself. That's odd. Why doesn't he like music? Don't like music. What do you like then? Stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing. Maybe you should ditch music as well and get into these more experimental sounds he's describing. That's all. Okay. That street light. 700. Interesting. Here... You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some are on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Inspect the knights on horseback. Big men on big horses, clad in lamellar armor, carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in a blink of an eye. These are Franco-Nigerian cavalry. Yes, the man behind the glass says. A little worn around the edges, but I'm pretty sure it's fully intact. Inspected the blue uniforms. They are not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords, rifles with bayonets. Wait, these look like Rene, the old guy who was playing Pentique. That they do. The uniforms are precisely the same. Some even have the same shape medals pinned to their chest. Exactly are these? Which ones? The man peers from his glass box. Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. Uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose. Figurines in rags. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks. Point of the figures in rags. Are these even soldiers? You're probably talking about the revolutionaries. Yes, the man behind the glass answers. Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. It's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. That's funny. I wish it were more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. We can do it. Yeah, it's probably meant to be give people hope. Maybe. Dig up a truly cool figurine. Ooh, that was a low roll. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say Fawn? What is this? Oh, that's the Headless Fawn Rider. Who? The Headless Fawn Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting fawn tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. He points at the decapitated figurine. 50 cents, bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it or something. That part of the story has many interpretations. He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head. I don't... 50 cents? I don't know what I would do with this. I'm not gonna buy it.
Greetings on this
Care
fine
to
night.
share your... No.
What brings you here?
Something I'd like to sell. Do you know anything about the traffic? This is something I'd like to sell. Sell my clothes. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Show him the photo. Oh no, I don't like those kinds of objects. Barely even looks at it. Do you know what the tattoos mean? He frowns. Apophytic paths, counter radiance networks, anti-magnetism, it's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. You have absolutely no idea what apophytic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that. I'd like to sell my clothes. I don't have anything to sell at the moment. Alright, let's go. Let's get back to the whirling in rags. Call it a night. I didn't see any bottles on the ground, or I would be picking them up. Maybe I should just equip the plastic bag just in case. Maybe they'll, because I don't think they like highlight pushing tab otherwise. Oh, that guy's gone too. I guess it's because it's nighttime. Ooh, that looks like a legit trash can. Is there anything good in there? Plastic. Take it. Can't go across the bridge. Don't see anything here. I don't think there's anything there. Yeah. Done. Did it. I wonder why it gave me a... It said I picked up something. That's weird. Interesting. I need to go. Let's just make a pass through everything real quick. See if anything is different, because it does look like people like went to bed. There's that truck that we investigated. There's the old lady. Doesn't talk to anybody. See anything over there? Oh yeah, look at all these guys. They gone. That guy's still up there though. He never sleeps. Nothing. Huh, that lady's been out there smoking all day. Seems like a lot. Kuno's still there. Sounds of melting snow dripping off the roof. It's strange. Huh. So this is the whirling in rags. So that must be in this building. So I swear I feel like that door has to be something, but this is the building that's crumbling. Right, so is there anything in here? How do I... So this door... This is the building that blue door leads to. Doesn't seem like it's really doing anything. I don't see anything here. Alright. I don't think there's any need to do anything without Kim anymore. So let's head back. Let's get some sleep and talk to our inner mind. Sure, that'll be a pleasant experience. Chelsea. And then maybe we'll tackle the apartments tomorrow. Do. Oh, we should totally go wash these boots. Don't mind me. Industrial stove. The industrial gas-powered stoves have used to prepare foods and many hungry hostile guests. There's several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of the boots is going to require patience and also a huge pot full of boiling water, soap, and white vinegar. Check out the cookware. Commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. Check out the cleaning supplies. There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There's also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. It's bad. Those boots, don't be... If it's bad with those boots, don't be stingy now. Soap, that's exactly what I need. Pour lots of... pour lots of dish soap into the pot. The boots are really disgusting. Pour some of that dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. Said it, I mean, 100%. I mean, everything I've seen here has said it's going to take white vinegar. So yeah, white vinegar it is. The delicious smell of cheap soap and vinegar wafts from the pot. Alright now, chef, light the stove and boil them. Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it to a nice boil. Master Chef out. Add water in the boots to the pot, bring it to a boil. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Wait. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface. Beautiful. Wait some more. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too. Just like beef stew, a little more. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam dense with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above. Dump the socks and flesh stew and examine your new boots. Item gained. Hey, it leveled up. A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. Hope we didn't need those socks. What do the boots do? +2 authority, -1 composure. Nice. Do they look cool? They do look cool. +1 composure, -1 savoir-faire. So they just like flip composure. Is composure one of the ones I want to level up? I think I did like composure. Straight, keep your poker face. Oh man, conceptualization is the one I need to level up for the money. Ay ay ay. I don't know. Should I just level up conceptualization and try for that investment opportunity? Is there... Wait, there was something I needed to put... Perception. I have to put something in perception to hit that check. And then we can start doing composure. Right? Yeah, perception, legendary. So yeah, so this has got to go in perception. So then we'll start conceptualization next. So that should have unlocked it. It did. We'll wait until we have Kim for that. Boom. Ooh, there's a bottle. Can I pick up that bottle? Drinking it? I'll take that. What's up, Gart? Anything I can do to,
Can I
you know?
help you?
Yeah, nothing new. Onward and upward. Why can't I pick up that? Oh, there are bottles here I can pick up. I haven't considered that. There's some money to be made. Don't think it's going to pay for a night, but every penny helps. Is that everything? Oh, no, there's one. Don't think there's... see anything in here. Can't unlock that door. Good there. Alright. Looking good. Yeah, let's call it a night, I think. Wait, what was this? A regular law official? So it looks like you got a bit of normal in you. A touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Yeah, I am a regular law official. So, maybe I'll use that one next time. Cool. Alright. Let's call it a night. Go to sleep. got the boots. That's cool. So that was a success. Oh, here we go. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try to your hardest to fall asleep. Gonna be visited? Yes.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Logic. The pain is in your right side. The pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Conceptualization. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning, a story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you write yourself. These are just my desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. No, please, where's the blessed nothingness? I'm an artist. Liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. I'll suffer these with dignity.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments?
Not hardly.
You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. I like looking at people.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Rhetoric. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours running in the space between their ears full of secrets. Perception. People are beautiful, statuesque parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Oh, that's another interesting interaction with my inner thoughts. Boom. We are awake. Can I get up? Alright. Is there anything to do with the window? Look out. Might hurt your eyes, it's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. Alright. Fair enough. Let's go check on Kim. Oh, we didn't... Were we supposed to have a debrief? We didn't debrief. I forgot about that. I should have debriefed him. Uh-oh. Hope he's not upset. Oh, these are cops! We got more cops here.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. I want to talk about you. Okay, nothing. These are cops. Faced woman, the woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform, winces as she notices
I would
you.
really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Hold on, are you a cop?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether she's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic. A mercenary guest on a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. It's cool to see other cop. Thought Kim and I were the one. God, I don't know why. I'm just trying to do my best. Let's just do this by the book. Why I bring word of the end to come. Have I wronged you?
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk.
Did you want?
What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer? So, what precinct are you from? What precinct? She just shies. The deranged lunatic, the sunglass-wearing man pushes through his teeth. Getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong. You're police, right? Cool. So am I. She looks around. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Judith. Wait, is he police? What are you, the police, doing here? I'm just looking out for no one. The man looks at her. I'm just a man with sunglasses, and you are a policewoman. Yes, her voice is quiet. A policewoman who just wants to do her job, that's all. She says quietly, looks away. Something about the man in sunglasses and you, the energy between you two is making her uncomfortable. Okay, goodbye. Kim?
Yes?
You have no help? Alright, let's just... let's check in with Gart.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight. Don't have it yet, not yet. Rolls his eyes, or you're wasting my time. You're right, I am. What about you, Lena? You got anything?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm good, don't want to talk about that. Let's go back here, see if this poor guy knows what happened to his pot. Nothing new. Do you have anything to say? Probably not.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, dude, you're it. What is going on with you, Grumpy Gus?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects from the man's
And I don't
sunglasses.
mean that as a metaphor.
I know, it's intentional. The last couple of days have been rough. Looks don't matter, it's what's on the inside that does. That's true.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm
That's
going.
what I'm going by here.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's not just this week.
He scans from head to toe. What do you want? There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head, a similar but different face. Might be wearing a disguise. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? A spirit decor. Ooh, cool. That's something strange about this guy. Figure it out. Kim, who is this guy? Cool shades. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? Dang, it's only an even. Kim, who is this guy? Okay, he shakes his head. I'm not getting involved in this. That's only a 42%. Cool shade, you wearing a disguise? Yes, it's a hobby of mine. He looks at you inquisitively, as if waiting for some kind of reaction or response, something to click. It's not happening, though. Is this guy? Ugh. Man, I'm gonna fail. There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe a uniform. Firefighter's uniform, animal control uniform, nurse's uniform, animal control, police of animals. Yes, listen, don't make anything out of it. But do you work for animal? That doesn't sound right. I don't want to say it. Of course, you don't have to talk about anything you want. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop. About what? You don't look like a cop. He inspects you. You know what you look like? Sack shit. I don't know, you tell me. Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying real hard here, man. Look like a sack shit, don't I? Exactly. Now, will you answer some questions for me? No. Then he just keeps staring at you. Why not? Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and do yours and solve this damn hanging? If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things. Oops, actually I wanted to... Why not? Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Jean. Okay, say things. He adopts a lighter tone. I want to hear you say things. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping into your head. So do you know who hanged him? Hey, why am I even telling you this? Not yet. Yes, I can see that. Hey, why am I even telling you this? I don't know. Why are you? He gives you an odd look. It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. A custom, even. Strange. Oh my god, there's more. He looks at you in disbelief. If you want something more, what is it? I can't actually put more points in that. So I'm stuck. Alright, well. That voice is so very familiar. Did you hear it when you were calling your station and reporting your badge missing? Voice, I recognize it. Oh really? I wonder where. I lost my badge recently when I called it to this report it missing. You were there. That's where you remember me from? I have a bit of memory trouble. You don't say. He turns away from you. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole. That's not very nice.
Again. I can't believe this shit.
Huh. Alright. So shit, can't talk to her. Are you with him? Of course, I'm with him. She seems startled by her own tone. Why do you ask? He's an asshole. You're an asshole. He pauses. You know what? You're both assholes. Please. She looks at you, then him, then you again. Let's not turn this into another exchange. Alright. I'm gonna guess they are my precinct and they are not pleased with my progress. But hey, we're making progress. We're gonna solve this case. Kim, you have got to have something to say.
Yes?
Nothing? Come on, dude. I've got your back. Not cool, man. Have you heard back from ICP? Yes, the armor was produced by, she looks at her notes, fair weather in the facilities of Bentecourt-sur-la-Cliff in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Orangese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. She browses pages, so it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued. Do you know what it's called now? The most recently registered firm has the most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP. It's a military contractor called Crenel. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom the suit was fitted. First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes? Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries. A suit of armor like this would have been accustomed to fit the wearer. There must be record of the person whom it was issued. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though. Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was. Sure, call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then. Alright. Let's end the call. And pick up the radio again. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that volition check is. Alright. What do we got? Let's check the old journal. The number, we did that. Call Alice and Day. Oh, we're gonna go look at the body, because I leveled up my perception. Hang on one second. Okay. Here we go. Let's check the body. Search the body one more time thoroughly. Stop wasting time. You're smart. Didn't establish. Refrigerated the body. Leveled up perception. Boom. Success. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. Alright. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to let my dog out. Be right back. We'll finish this up. Alright, I'm back. Let's see here. Alright, yes, we were investigating the body again. Perception. Your arm reaches out and your eyes close as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand. What is this? His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat swollen lips like a rubber spider. Your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent all around. Crawl up his nostrils. They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in there. Push your fingers in his nose. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider. Put your fingers in his mouth. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attached itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. Play with it. This feels right. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaw open now. Look in. Open your eyes and look. A vision of black and dark red death pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. It's like he's laughing, death fumes rising from his throat, and there in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished, no larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. The edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after. Say abrasion collar. Say fuck yeah. Touch it with your finger. Say abrasion collar. Abrasion collar. Lieutenant looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper. Touch it with your finger gently. A black trickle of liquid runs in his throat from the wound. Put your finger in. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth right into his brainstem. Brainstem? Yes, that's what this part is called. Feel around first. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again, never wake. Push deeper. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. This is what he used to regulate his emotions with. There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Push deeper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. Go in. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly, cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrists as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger. I feel a solid object right under the skull. Can you get it out? He searches his pocket for something. Inspect the skull first. There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. The object that is in there stopped just short of the skull in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium. We have the makings of a very small exit wound here. Lieutenant leans closer. Ooh, very high. We got it. You pick the object between your index finger and middle finger. It feels sharp like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just whisper, I got it. Slowly pull your fingers out. Yeah, I need a win. Good, good. The fridge is in the background buzzes with excitement. Slowly pull your fingers out. The inside of the head feels cold and smooth like a glove as you pull out, the sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. The plop of your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead. A bullet. The lieutenant puts a small bag evidence under it. Drop it in. The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. Raises the bag under his eyes and says, unknown caliber, rifled, some kind of brittle alloy fractured on impact. Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift. No, you deserve it. We can log it later. The lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light. Turns to his notebook. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4, oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of the mouth. High velocity, temporary cavity in the brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. Underlines the injury forcefully. How does that sound? Sounds about right. Say nothing, just sounds about right. Opinion, fatal injury? Still not sure. Look your hand quizzically. Agreed. Click goes the pen, and one last thing, we should amend injury number 3, ligament mark, new opinion, non-fatal post-mortem. He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and that the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact. Treatment, the ligament mark, the fracture, I would burn, it was all treatment. Treatment, question mark. Treatment officer is an attempt to manipulate the body after death to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, he points to the mark encircling the corpse's neck, this injury here. Ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, is all treatment. Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard, all of it was done after this man was already dead. Do we jump into conclusions? I mean, I've had this doubt since you showed me the tracks, officer. Could not account for why did they carry him over, why not march him? That's a good point. There was no satisfying explanation. Secret task complete. Find the bullet before you get fooled. There have been other signs too, small things. We're right not to assign hanging as a cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would no such luck. As the perpetrators expected we would, no such luck for them. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged. Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him. That's what I was thinking. To put him out of his misery, he thinks. It's possible, but it does not explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time, and this just may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time, and this just smacks of treatment to me. Yeah, that's true, because it still wouldn't explain the lack of struggle. Who would do this? That's for us to find out, but it will make finding them just a little easier. Why would anyone do this? To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here. I think I need to wash myself. New task, wash off the death smell. Oh, he nods. You really, really do. I'm glad to hear you say that. Room in the Whirling and Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it be sure to make use of it in the evening. Ah, good call. Maybe the bullet holds more answers. Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I'm certain it has more to tell us. This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it. What happens next? We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile? Work the case, tend to personal matters, try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you, and one more thing, he looks you in the eye. Great work, detective. Thank you! After you bag the corpse, Kim will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly. Yeah, well, obviously, we can leave him till later in the day. There's no need to get rid of Kim right now. He's in there, and another couple hours is not going to be a problem. So we'll just let him take him later in the day. Like, 2,000 hours. Wash off the death smell. Wash it off. There's a bathtub in your room. Running Rye is a good place to visit once you have some privacy. Okay. Lady's up there smoking still. Alright. Oh, we should inspect the bullet. 100% should be what we should do. We never really looked at this, I don't think. See a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Oh, wow, yeah, that's cool. Why am I looking at this? Cop habit. You look at everything. This is a case related, you think? What kind of vehicle drove through here? Hard to say. Visual calculus. Tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in the front of the Whirling Rags. This is point A. The driver started here. It accelerated straight for the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. What happened next? The driver then proceeded back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry. Car drove through the fence. Is this Car drove through the fence. You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. Is this connected to the case? I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in the Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate. Could follow the tracks south. There seemed to be a canal there. See where they went. Oh, so this is actually like a setup for the other thing I already found. This is the point of departure for the vehicle that crashed into the Samart butter sign. Lieutenant follows the tracks with his gaze. That's plausible. A similar reckless abandon seems to be in evidence. I think I got it. Nice. I got a little bit of experience for that. Oh yes. Bullet. Direct. Bullet. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. What do I do with you, Bullet? What? The lieutenant steps closer. I said, what do I do with you, Bullet? Well, if I was the Bullet, which I am not, I would say find the weapon that shot me. Good idea. Find the murder weapon. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better. Feel the bullet through the bag. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. Encyclopedia. Wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only, little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge. Huh. Inspect the bullet closer. The jacket of the bullet is made of yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark gray core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. Look at the jacket. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet, little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. Look at the core. It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What can you say about the bullet? This jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter. A jacketed bullet, okay, it would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century. Even the RCM use ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange, very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it. Hand-eye coordination legendary. Try to determine what type of weapon shot this. Whoa! I actually have a pretty good chance of getting this. I think I have. I'm trained in whatever. Motorics. I haven't put anything in hand-eye coordination though. But I've got some modifiers. I have a similar rifle. We found it. Nice. You're aware of the name of the antique rifle you found. Encyclopedia said it came from a breech loader. Nice. Ooh, that was a low roll. Hand-eye coordination. A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm. From the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. Make? The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Bell Magrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the Centennial Revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. A dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber. Is anyone still making these rifles? No, but Ziegler, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war, so there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Uses Bell Margrave rifles these days. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, and a few lucky jamrock bangers. Looking for the same thing you found in the hidden weapons cache, only in working order. The lieutenant jots something down in his notebook. What are you thinking, Bullet? I think I know where this came from. Dangle the bag thoughtfully. Okay, and the shot probably came from Bell Margrave rifle. An antique, that makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Revachol, really. Why not? Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with the military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-load rifles is a policy enforced by the List International in all the nations of the Real Belt. Worth what getting shot? I think we should have more powerful guns where the law makes you consider every shot. I like it. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on. Become much easier. Back to the investigation. Seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Could the victim have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters? Have well-armed jamrock bangers started crossing over into Martinez? Yes, something mysterious is afoot with this antique bullet type. We don't really know. I mean, we know it's... could be like any one of those three, because we know that there's like a drug trade going on. The antique dealer makes sense, and he's like a mercenary. Yes, something mysterious is afoot. Mysterious, he shrugs. Okay, either way, we'll know when we find the gun. The bullet has nothing more to say. Put it away. Alright, that was cool. Show off the death smell, find the murder weapon. Perform an advanced analysis using hand-eye coordination. Locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Interesting. Wow, that was big. I think there's like a... is that map in here? I think there was a check I could redo in here. I've got to sell stuff.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more
What are you missing here? Alright. Does this look familiar? What are you doing now? Math. She looks at her notebook with trepidation. It's really difficult, like really say you needed to get rich, but better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Suddenly, she smiles and perks up, remembering something. Oh, found something while you were away. What is it? Dick Mullen's hat. Thought this would fit you. She gives you a hat, almost exactly like one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. Like, thanks for helping out. Not me, the city, I mean, like a detective does. Okay, I get it. I can look just like Dick Mullen, except I'm an actual police officer. It's a fedora? Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. She cries with joy. You look way more serious with that. Suddenly, she looks back at the infernal scribbling under her nose. Right. I have to get back to my homework now before Mom notices. Man, this is hard. Aw, that's nice. Encyclopedia +1. I don't have a hat on. Might as well. Boom. Oh wow, these are a lot of just stuff. Stuff I don't have money for. I think that... Yeah, there it is. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board. Got the map of maze. Not really a map. It's a tourist thing. Picture postcard of the buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right says 48. Get the map of Revocall. Was... Thought there was a check here. Squint first. You can see cities on the islands. You can see... Oh, I might not have actually checked this map out before. 85 million people live on these little dots. An oceanic world of culture and commerce, torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mundi is the north azimuth, Grod is the northeast azimuth, Samara is the east azimuth, Sail is the west azimuth, Isolus they're called. Connections to other worlds, worlds past the Insulindian, unknown to you. Only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are, distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you and very, very far away. Huh. Storekeep, can I buy these maps? Sorry, officer, the map Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. Besides, you could scarcely afford them. You seem to underestimate SMRs, but okay, that's funny. Well, I thought there was a check there. Interesting. That's funny. Alright, well, let's just kind of go and reassess. So I think the next thing we're probably going to want to do is investigate those. We're going to go in the apartment, I think. We're going to want to look around in there. There's Renee. So we see something else that's changed. That looks so... I remember looking in there. I'll take it. Gotta pay for my room. Guessing I can't re-roll that at this point. Nope, cannot. Alright, so... we're ready to go inside. This is a good... I think this is a good point to take a break. Let's go ahead and just take a break right here. So we achieved a lot. We hit some good rolls. We found a dude who's so rich he bends time around, or light around him. We investigated the body. We got the boots. We got the bullet. I think that's some good progress. So, yeah, we're getting there. Little by little, we're going to figure out who killed this guy and why. You're on the case. So, thanks for hanging out and watching the stream. If you want to check out past episodes or other streams that we've done, check out the YouTube link on the Twitch page. That'll get you over to YouTube, where there's a Gears Tactics full playthrough and the first couple episodes here of Disco Elysium. And recently I just started replaying the Halo campaigns in preparation for Halo Infinite, and we're just started with Halo Reach. So feel free to hop over there and check out that stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube and you'd like to join the streams live, check the description for a link over to the Twitch page. I'd be happy for you guys to hop over there and follow, and you'll get a notification every time I go live. So, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, and I'll catch you guys next time.